Well, hello. Here we are today at the Global Empowerment Summit. I'm with Ying, and this is a wrap-up of the week together because we are here at the second week already. 2 pre-weeks are gone, and both of them were amazing. I just wrapped up a workshop with Jay about how to become an amazing speaker, and it was so nice. He gave us so many tips about the methods, the master, and you have to watch it back. It's all on YouTube. Especially you, Healing. There were a lot of Toastmasters, so it was a lot of fun. With Jay, it's always fun. So if you dear audience who are watching us would like to rewatch this, or you would like to learn more about how to tell a story, then this video is already available on the GSTV in the replays, so you can see it yourself. Huling, let's start with a little bit of warm up with you. Like, tell us a little bit more about yourself. Where are you from originally? What do you do? What's your passion?
All right. So good afternoon to everyone, or perhaps good morning or good evening wherever you are, because this is a global empowerment summit. So you can be watching us live anywhere in the world. So first and foremost, happy World Mental Health Day, which is today, 10th of October. So you can see I'm wearing the green ribbon with me in support of mental health, which is so important, especially in challenging time like this. So briefly about myself, I'm a employee benefits consultant and also a career relationship management expert, I would say. And I have been in this industry for some time, right? And my role is to help HR professionals in terms of bringing their employee benefit journey to the next level, especially when we are all talking about digitalization now. So one of my main role is to help clients, to help HR to transform their employee benefit journey. And to your next question about my passion. So yes, I'm like what you mentioned, I'm in Toastmasters, right? So the reason why I joined Toastmasters is to just build my confidence speaking in front of public, like what I'm currently doing now. But mainly is to get to know new friends, make connections, and also to meet more new people of diverse background, various they bring with them various experience, expertise that you can really benefit from. And I'm also part of this women and youth empowerment organization called Tulip's movement. Okay, the other side of me is wearing the Tulip spin. And what our empowerment aims to support is mainly on women and youth in order for them to be their best, to achieve the best in whatever they do. And that is also one of my passion, to support the women and youth empowerment. And since today is the World Mental Health Day, I'm also a mental health advocate, and I'm so happy to say that recently I have been certified as a mental health first aider. So I hope with that I'm be able to help more people who are in need, lend my ears to them if they have anything they wish to share, and someone that can help them to ease their burden. I'm always here for my family, for my friends, for my colleagues, for whoever, so that we are here at the end of the day to support one another. Right, Andrea?
Exactly. Together we are much better. And if you watch back all these videos and all the interviews that I did, we are all the people who are going for the purpose-driven things, and we support
Yeah,
everyone. And this is the goal of the whole Global Empowerment Hub and the Global Empowerment Summit, just to create a
yeah.
platform where all these people can meet and we can multiply our impacts. I want to say just quickly hi to Riai Hedia from Tunisia. She's here
Hi.
almost every day. She's logging in. I'm really thankful for you
Wow.
for coming. And Pauline, also, hi. Very nice to see you here. Please, guys, if you have questions, don't be afraid. Just put it in the comments and we will answer it as soon as we see it. And we will also feature you on the screen. Make sure you engage, because maybe Ria already knows I only give certificates about participation to people who I see in the chat.
Wow.
And also there is a search for the most active participants of the GES 2021. So I want to see who is doing most of the comments.
Amazing.
We have a lot of things coming up. So that's all about the audience. Thank you very much for watching. Let's go further with exploring you, Yuling, and whatever you do. Let's go a little bit deep dive. What made you so interested in, first of all, because it's Mental Health Day, in mental health issues? Why are you
Mhm.
so passionate about this?
I would say most of the time people may say that they have experience dealing with someone that have been suffering from mental health. It can be their friends, it can be their families. But personally for me it's not so much of that, but it's more of seeing how other people have come together. And of course, with the COVID-19 pandemic, that in a way has accelerated the need for all of us to be more aware about mental health. So that is also the reason why I wanted to be more involved, to be more engaged with the various organizations, the various support groups, so that I can volunteer my service. And if I have any free time, if they need any help, I'm always there to support. Because at the end of the day, for me, it's more, the more people comes together, the more people that we have that supports the common goal that we want to achieve, to make more people see that it is okay not to be okay. It is not something that they need to hide for themselves. Taking for example, if someone has some physical disabilities, or maybe they have things like perhaps some accident, just take for example simple things like accident, or maybe they have appendicitis, this is something that they can tell openly to their family and friends, right? But if you are having a mental condition like stress or depression, hardly people would tell this to people around them. So that is why, together with all the groups that are championing mental health, I wish together we can empower, together we can educate, and together we can bring, create more awareness to everyone around us.
Beautiful message. That's something that we need and the world needs. And we had a nice workshop today with Baban Afzanias,
Yes,
and
I saw that.
she
Yeah.
was creating a beautiful presentation. So if you're interested more in mental health issues and how you can help people, even in the workplace, then please check back that one too. Let's go closer to your topic. Your topic was about diversity. So why is
Yeah.
diversity so important for you?
Okay, besides mental health, diversity is, I mean, it has played such a very important role in today's world. I'm sure based on whatever that we have seen recently, even in the US, Black Lives Matters, the campaign that they have in the US. So these are all relating back to diversity. And I am a Malaysian based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and we are also a multicultural, and we have a diverse nation. We have all the various cultures, races, and why diversity is so important is because putting aside the differences in what we believe in our cultures, it is so important to get everyone engaged and not to leave anyone out. Most of the time, even in workplace, you see that, oh, this this is a real case scenario whereby I heard one of my friend told me, I mean, my friend is working in the Hong Kong, and they have a team meeting, and since 90% of the team members are all Hong Kongers and they speak in Cantonese, and so happen they have someone that is not speaking the mother language, which is Cantonese, and this person unfortunately was being left out in the team meeting because they wanted to have the meeting in Cantonese language. Simple things like this make me think, why do you need to exclude someone just because of simple things like language barrier? And diversity is such a important thing that each of us need to do, being a people manager, being someone that work in a multinational organization, for example, that you may have people from all around the world. Diversity is something that we need to embrace, that we need to appreciate the differences that we have, because with diversity, this is what makes the workplace, that makes your relationship much, much more, I would say, important and more enlightening, because you can get to learn so much from all these people that can bring to you new stories, new experience, right? So which is why I believe we need to together put aside the differences, and we need to embrace the differences that each of us have, so that we can all at the end all come together, and also to just live in a harmonious way, right? Simply putting it, yes.
Where would you start? Where would you start with the process? Would you start with the people who are excluding, or would you start with general education of the youth, or you would start with adults? How would you start the work if you could have this power, you
Hmm.
know?
Wow, that is such a interesting question. I believe for me it starts from young, right? And it all starts from home. It all starts from when you have your children. It starts from the parents itself. It starts from the family itself, that how you bring up your children to tell them that, hey, we have all the different colors, different races, people speaks in different languages. And once all these young children grow up by knowing that these are all the differences that they will see as they grow up, this is something that they have embraced, and this is something that will come naturally to them. They moving forward, they won't even have to know about the word diversity, because they will just treat everyone around them as someone that is as them, even though they may be in different color, different race, speaks different language. At the end, we are all human, right? Yeah,
That's a good. Have you had anything like in Malaysia? I know it's like a
yeah,
very diverse, cultured country,
yeah.
and we Kuala Lumpur is like the melting pot. But did you have
Mhm.
any kind of issues with diversity, or any small examples that you encountered or some of your friends encountered besides the language barrier that you mentioned?
I think fortunately for me, I have been with organizations. I have worked with organizations that supports and champions diversity, inclusion at the workplace. So fortunately for me, I don't see or experience all these issues, all these issues at the workplace, and also being in the few non-profit organizations like Toastmasters or Tulips. We are all organizations that empower all these main concerns that we are all facing. So for me, I would say that I'm the fortunate ones, but reading all the news, reading whatever that is happening out there, it also gives a realization that there is still so much that we can all do to break down this stigma, right?
Is there any difference between the different generations, how they deal with the diversity, like the young people and also the wise people, how I call them?
Right, I shall use, yes, I learned something from you. Yes, we should term that as a wise. I do see that is differences, like I would say the younger ones or the youth, because of the background that they have been brought up, right? And also being exposed to the news, to the social media, hearing all the people that are championing all these rights, they tend to be more open, more receptive compared to the wiser one, because perhaps for them it has been so long that they have been in a way not really exposed to diversity inclusion back then, and for them to take in all this in today's world, it may be a bit difficult. So I would say that the younger ones are the ones that are coming up to the forefront, fights for the rights. If you see all these movements, all these campaigns, those people that you see championing all these are mainly the younger ones. I hope, but definitely I don't discount the wiser one. They are also those that are supporting what the youth or what the younger ones are championing as well.
Everyone should be included, right? And
Yes.
there are so many interesting perspectives, and it's really nice how you put it and how you explain it. I really love this explanation. And I want to ask also about the tulip, because I know the tulip movements. I'm really appreciating what all of you are doing, and it's an amazing organization here in Malaysia. And tell us a little bit about it. How did you join in? Why do you like it? What are the things that you do together, just so that the people understand your tulip a little bit more?
Wow, thanks so much for the opportunity. I think just briefly, I came to know about Tulip's movement back in, I would say, 2019, when I attended the big Tulip Summit in Penang, right? And so happened these were introduced by two of the Tulip movement's members back then, who were mentors in one of the mentoring group that I co-chair back then in 2019. So they say, why not you come to this conference, because this is a women empowerment conference. You get to meet all the leaders who would speak about all topics relating to women empowerment. And that 2 days conference is such an inspiring session, like what you are doing, gathering all the experts, the panelists that speak so passionately about what they are doing. So that inspired me to be part of the movement. I joined them as a member, and subsequently from there, I am now the lead for the mentoring. So what I am doing currently is, this is a second cohort that we are having the mentoring program, where we give opportunity for you, for fresh graduates, the opportunity to be mentored by one of the industry leaders. So this is one of the focus that we want to bring to the youth, to empower them, to inspire them, and also to bring in the mentors who are able to help them. And together, we wish to create more future leaders to bring out the best in them.
And how can opening our horizon and accepting diversity can help
Yeah.
us in life? How can it help us in life, in our work? How will it enrich our life?
Yeah, and this is something that, based on the topics that we're talking, is to be a better alive, right? You need to be an advocate, you need to be the voice, and you need to support all the initiative and campaigns and starting from the workplace and starting from the I would say organizations that you are part of. Do not exclude people in any of the meeting, the discussion. Bring in all the people together, right? We do not put any exclusivity. We just welcome everyone in, and we try to do activities because by becoming an ally means that you need to first accept that you need to champion diversity and get everyone included, and that is the first step. And from there, things will start to come together, because like to your question, what can we do? We just need to continuously engaging with the people, trying to bring the message across to them. And of course, if they and if we have events like this, trying to get them to participate, to listen in, because all this at the end of the day would benefit everyone. The more people that we touch, the better it is.
Exactly. Knowledge sharing is
Yeah,
something that we can do every day, right? So knowledge
yeah,
sharing is doesn't really cost anything, because remember, whenever you are talking, whenever you are posting on your social media, you are already sharing your knowledge. So sharing it on a platform, sharing it with more people, it doesn't really matter
yeah,
for you because it's not taking too much more of your time. But for
yeah.
the people who are listening to you, it's an extra source of trusted information.
Yeah, so true. And nowadays with social media, it's just by a click of a button where you can just write your thoughts, you can share information, sharing and caring.
I would also touch a topic which is becoming very, very serious today. I don't know whether you heard about it, that some of the social media, I will not tell the name, they are not really doing a right job, and they are trying to manipulate people. So I would say it's very, very important for us to raise awareness about, instead of doing polarization, right, and differentiating people, diversity is the direction that is better, that people should go to and accept more, instead of separating groups, instead of creating differences, instead of
Yes,
polarizing.
yes, so well said.
Anything that you would like to add, now that the Young and the Wise is listening to us? What would be your message at the end of this interview, for them to being bold together? How can they do that? How can they reconnect?
Wow. Similar to the topic that we are all here today, whether you are young, whether you are the wise one, each of us plays an important role, right? And like what the phrase always says, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So the single step that you can take is to be an ally, right? The first thing you need to do is to embrace the diversity, embrace the spirit of inclusion, and that in a way is already one big step towards achieving many things that would be coming forward. And also in a way what you can do better in creating a much inclusive, a much diverse society and also community.
Jag is here with us. She's saying the young are the future, now to embrace the world. Yes, exactly. So
Yeah,
we are making the world a better place for them, because they will be here, so they need to have a nice place for them, right?
yes, definitely.
So thank you very much. This was a very nice interview, and I'm really, really happy to
Yes,
get to know you better. We spent a beautiful half an hour together. And
yes.
before we close down this discussion, please tell me something that you would say on a closing note about diversity. What would be your closing thought about this whole conversation that we had?
Wow, since since I would say thanks but no thanks to the pandemic. now we are all living in, I would say, a borderless world, right? Because of technology, you can now travel anywhere in the world. You can see anyone wherever they are, right? So with that, I think it's so diversity has become such a important topic, because with diversity you get to meet people from around the world, especially with technology. And that is why we need to embrace diversity, because that will only enrich our experience, and also for us to be a better self, our right to be a better self, and also for us to have a wider horizon of the world. We can learn different language, we can learn different culture by not leaving our doorstep now, right? We can just be in our home, we can just get to know someone in another country and just learn about them. And that is the beauty of diversity, and which is why to be a better ally is the first step towards unlocking the power of diversity.
Beautiful, beautiful words. Thank you very much. I will let you leave the studio. It was really, really nice to have you here, and I will just inform the audience what's coming next. And
Wow.
thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, Andrea, for all the fantastic work that you are doing. I truly enjoyed the summit so far and looking forward to more speakers who will be speaking in this summit. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank you so
very
much,
much.
Andrea. We
Thank you.
proceed.
Bye bye. Thank you for
Bye.
being here.
Thank you.
So everyone, hope you enjoyed this conversation with Huiling, and if you want to follow her, then you have her name, and you can just go to LinkedIn and please search for her and connect with her. Every time when we have a speaker, the only thing that you have to do is just click on the LinkedIn and find their names and write them. You have seen them on the GES 2021 and you would like to connect, and I'm sure they will accept, so you can increase your follower numbers with 200 global experts. What it's not what it's not this one if it's a good deal. So take it and make the most out of it. I just would like to give you shortly a little bit of information what's coming still today. So today we will go for a little pause. I will have my dinner time, and then we will come back around 8 p.m. Malaysia time, which will be late afternoon in South Africa and Europe, and it will be morning time in the US. So if you are looking or watching us from there, then you can come back in a few hours. It's around 3.5 hours that we will continue our program. What will come is really exciting. So we will have Terence Tan here from Malaysia. He will talk about how to have difficult conversation in relationships, very important topic. We are having Terence more times during the summit. He's a relationship expert and he's helping so many people to improve their relationships. So it's worth to listen to. Straight after that, switching in a studio, it's Tika Hun who is coming, and Tika will tell us a little bit more about the art. So art as a profession today, you know, as a dancer, I'm really featuring artists. We are working together with designers. We had a fashion show last year, and I know that if once I can make a personal in-person event, I will bring in more art and music. We also have a music ambassador, so I'm really an advocate for art. And with Tika, we will talk about the situation where the artist had to suffer in the last 2 years and how she could get out of it and what she found out, how she can find different ways of still being involved and getting work and working with organizations. So what's coming straight after this? We have one more workshop. I have to tell you the two workshops that we had today was both of them were worth to log into the Zoom room. So if you don't log into the Zoom rooms, you miss a lot. We have 70 plus workshops. From the 70 plus workshop, we had around 12 I believe 12 already on the first 2 pre-weeks. And today we had mental health session with Absanyas. Today it's mental health day, just as Hulim said. So watch back that video. She gave a beautiful presentation, so you will understand mental health a little bit better, and also you will understand it because she is also someone who is coming out of it, who is a survivor. So it's really giving you a great insight. Also, we had another workshop with Jay Narayan, and you have to watch this also back because Jay is an amazing speaker, and he was talking about how to create a beautiful speech with a special 4M technique, and he will tell it to you in the video. So just search for the GSTV on YouTube. You have to use the YouTube link, and then you will see Jay Narayan and the presentation from today. And tonight, straight after the interviews, we will have Katie Berman from South Africa, and she will talk about innovation, the key step in taking a project from idea to market. So if you are a purpose-driven entrepreneur, if you want to innovate and you want to bring your idea to the market, then this is the workshop for you. We start around 9 p.m. Malaysia time, so same around 9 a.m. in US, and it will be late afternoon for Europe and South Africa, Egypt and Huei. So you can tune in. The evening times are good for most of the time zones. So make sure you are there. And just as I said to Ria, we will give certificates to the people who are engaging in the chat and who I see in the workshop rooms. And how you can join the workshop rooms, you have to go to the website. Let me just copy the website out for you in a minute. I will put it in the comments. So once you click on the website, you will find a video about how to watch the workshop and how to access the workshops. There are links and there's a calendar. So all you have to do is just to go on the calendars, search for the workshops, and already in the calendar, there will be the Zoom link, how you can join, and you can even add those workshops to your own Google Calendar. So it's really easy to do. On the top of the homepage, you will find a short video. It's only 7 minutes. You watch it, and I promise you will understand everything, how to make the most out of this summit. So see you tonight. We will also have a special feature today. We have the crisis room up. So tonight, if anyone wants to ask anything from counselors, psychologists, mental health advisors, then there is a room open. How you can join this room is the same way. You can go to the calendar, to the link on the page that I just pasted in the comments, and you will find how you can access. You just have to send an email to me because these are protected rooms, and then I will change the details with you and you will receive the information into your mailbox. So I hope you enjoyed this 2 weeks. You will see already the pre-week 1 and 2 in a replay playlist on the YouTube, so you can keep on watching it. Tonight we will be still here, and then we will take a break. I have to do a lot of backstage work for next week and prepare all the sessions. So I will schedule all the StreamYards for the speakers. And then after we did that, we will just go for it and we will do the next week, because we have 4 more weeks with the 200 plus speakers and almost 60 more workshops that you can join in. Easy peasy. You just go to the website, just as I show it in the video on the website. You have to go there, you click on the calendar, and you can join in with the links in the calendar itself once you choose your event. So make sure you are going there. Ria, you have to send me an email, please, so that I will remember your email address, and every other information you will find on the website. And we will be here, and you can watch us on YouTube, and you can join the workshops on our Zoom rooms. And also the secret room is on Zoom. So you will find all the information. The only thing that you have to go is go to the website and read everything what you find there, or watch the video. Thank you very much for this morning and this afternoon. It was a blast to have you here. It was a blessing. It was really nice. And I will go and have a little rest, because you see I am speaking a little bit slower after 2 weeks. So I have to regain my energy, and so that I can deliver you what I planned for the next upcoming 4 weeks. Have a beautiful afternoon, guys. Thank you, Jagatis. Thank you, Huei. Thank you, Pauline, and all of you who were watching us. Keep watching us and keep joining in, because we have a lot of value for you. And I'm sure we can elevate you, and you will have a better week and a better day. Bye, guys. See you.